Okay, everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of The Other Guys. I'm here with my boy Naveen. Naveen, brother, how are we doing?
Doing good, man. A little tired today, but we're here. How about you?
I'm exhausted, man. I've been working all day. Uh, Quick highlight of my weekend, though. Made some more business moves. Got another sponsor for us. Same sponsor. Shout out to Roca Transport. This episode is sponsored and brought to you by Roca for all your logistics needs, transportation needs, freight needs. Hit up my boy at Roca Transport. Don't have his contact information again, but hopefully next time we have that. So shout out to Roca Transport, Naveen.
Yeah, shout out to Roku Transport. This is all happening in real time here. What's the business deal? You gave him a shout out. What did you get? Or did you get
Uh,
anything?
no, we didn't get anything. We did take a couple shots together, so I guess
Uh,
we could say
okay.
that was payment, but
I like that.
no actual source of income coming in, no money coming our way. But that's okay. Look, maybe in the future, as he continues to grow his business, as we continue to grow our business, look, there's mutual interest from the beginning. Maybe we can do something together, financially speaking, in the future.
I love that. I'm going on a boys trip or a bachelor party this weekend in Miami. Um, we'll see what business deals that can be done this weekend.
Yeah, I feel like there's plenty of business to be done in Miami.
Yep.
One more quick thing of my quick highlight of my weekend. I know we had a take where I was talking about my favorite choice of candy was almond joy.
Mm.
So the bar that I go to in Indianapolis had almond joys for me, just ready to go because they found out I like almond joys. So quick shout out to them. One other quick note: I have a funny story to tell. So I was at my parents' handing out candy for them during Halloween, and a kid comes up to our door, rings the doorbell, trick or treat. I'm like, oh, love your outfit. Take as much candy as you want. This kid looks at our bowl of candy that we have: Kit Kats, Reese's, Crunch, like all the good candy, Almond Joy included. He looks in the bowl and he puts his fingers in it and everything. Like he's looking through it and everything. He looks up and he's like, "No milk duds," and then just walks away. Just immediately walks away, and he whispers to his friend, "Why does no one have milk duds?" So next year, to that kid, if you're listening, I got you next year, man. Milk duds on me.
It's a wild thing to want. Just get
Yeah,
stuck in your teeth, man. They're not that good.
yeah, milk duds. Don't like them. Never understood why people like them, but yeah.
I have a funny story about almond joys. I was also at my parents' house handing out candy. My dad forgot to buy the big bag from Sam's Club, so I had to run to Walmart and get some. And they were short on candy, but they had just big ass bags, just fully stocked of almond joys. Do you have any comment on that?
You should have brought a couple bags for me. We're running low at my house.
Yeah. So that I thought that was funny. Yeah, was a good Halloween though.
Yeah, it was good. Went out to a Halloween party, dressed up as the other guys. Um, I think I mentioned to you I was gonna wear a kurta, but it was too cold for that. So
Hmm.
dressed up as the other guys. It was a good time, man. I had a lot of fun. How about you?
I didn't really do anything. I just went to I just stayed home, handed out candy. It's fun. Watched the Pacers
Oh,
play whoever they played, the Hawks,
yeah.
I think.
No, I was gonna say Naveen's a fan of the kids. That's what he did.
Pause.
Pause. All right, cool. Maybe let's go ahead and get into it. So, quick rundown of what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to start off talking about the NBA, recap what's kind of been going on over the course of the last week, dive into the NFL, talk about this past week, talk about the trade deadline that just happened today, and then if we have time, we might talk about some other sports as well. But Naveen, we can just kick it off with the NBA. Just takeaways that you have from the past week.
Yeah, man. Uh, Honestly, a lot of good games recently. I've been watching. Last night I was watching Clippers Heat. That went pretty late. The Heat look like they're pretty good, and the Clippers look like a geriatric home. So that's my main takeaway about the Clippers. I don't really understand. Like, everything they do just looks in slow motion. They're not like when they're not hitting their shots, like their defense isn't doesn't look good. I don't know. I thought they would be better than this. I mean, it's still really early and all, but when they're like coming out this sluggish and this early of the season, like I don't really know what they can do to improve. Bradley Beal looks like ass. Kawhi Leonard looks okay, but at some point his knees just can act up, and then what? So I don't know. That was one of my big takeaways. The Clippers are bad.
Yeah, I think with Kawhi, he only plays well when he gets paid through aspiration. So maybe the money hasn't come in yet. So he might not be performing right now. But going to the Heat, really impressed with Bam Adebayo and how he's kind of stepped up this season. Like he's taken that I'm the guy role of the team now. Impressed with him and just how they're playing. I feel like the Heat are one of those teams.
Good move too.
Yeah, Norman Powell is a really good move. Just in general, the Heat are one of those teams that they're always going to be very well coached because of Eric Spoelstra, and then B, just regardless. I feel like regardless of who their like team is, that I feel like they always have an identity of playing hard. So yeah.
Besides that, I've been watching some Pacers. They're a watch. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah, gonna be brutally honest with you. I don't know like half of our players right now. We just signed someone the other day. Don't know his name. He got a couple minutes the other day. Yeah, at this point, I was talking to some of my friends over this weekend. If any of the Pacers players need surgery, any sort of surgery, just go ahead and opt for it and get it done this season. We'll come back next season. But I will say I'm okay with the Pacers being asked this year because it could be a lot worse. We could have Ja Morant on our team. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, real quick before we get to Ja Morant, shout out to the Pacers GM, blanking on his name. Just the fact that he was able to get this year's pick back.
Oh, Pritchard and
obviously he didn't
Buchanan?
know. Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a...
Thank God he got that pick back from the Pelicans, man. What a disaster. We'll get to them later, but holy shit. Thank God they have their pick this year.
Yeah. The Pelicans could have had like the number 1 and the number 2 pick, right?
Because they would have had the Pacers pick.
Yeah.
And they traded their own pick away to the Hawks for Derek Queen, essentially.
Yeah.
So
they could have
really
had
bad.
Yeah, Carlos Boozer and the guy from BYU potentially. I
Banza.
forgot his. Yeah, he's looked pretty good.
Yeah. Should we talk about Ja Morant?
Yeah, have you seen him play recently? He just looks completely uninterested in playing basketball.
Yeah, I saw he played like ass yesterday. I forgot who they were playing. Was it the Rockets? Not the Rockets. They played someone, but the Pistons.
Lakers.
They played the Pistons.
Okay.
Yesterday they played the Pistons, but he looked horrible against the Pistons.
Yeah, before that they played the Lakers, and if you watched his film on defense, you'd be like, "What is he doing?" Like, no effort at all, no communication. He wants to be the guy and the leader of that team, yet it's just disappointing to see the way he plays. Like, there's no, I don't know, leadership with him, and I don't know. There's just, yeah, I feel like he has no drive
He's
or
gonna get
commitment.
traded.
Yeah,
He's
let's
getting
just put it that way. But does he have any trade value
I feel like maybe.
with
He
that
seemed-
contract?
Did he
And
sign
how
a
he's
contract extension? I forget.
well, he has a max contract, but it's not just that,
Uh,
but just also with how he's portraying himself.
yeah.
Like, why? Like, would you want him on the Thunder?
No, I wouldn't want him.
I don't think
was gonna
any-
say-
I don't think any team would want him.
Yeah, I was listening to Zach Lowe's podcast, and he was saying like the two teams that make the most sense for Ja Morant are the Kings and the Pelicans, which is just so funny because it's two of the most ass teams.
I mean, could you imagine though the number one and the number two pick playing together, and Ja and Zion?
It would be horrible because Zion, whenever Zion's not playing, Ja's gonna be playing, and whenever Ja's not playing, Zion's gonna be playing.
Yeah, it was just
Is how I think
reported
that would work.
Zion's out for like 7 to 10 days with a hamstring strain.
Yeah, dude. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what Ja Morant's gonna do. I would. There's a when they played the Thunder last year. Do you remember that series? The Pelicans or not Pelicans? The Grizzlies versus Thunder first round
Yeah,
series. The
yeah, it was a
Thunder beat
sweep,
them by
right?
like 70. Yeah, the first game,
Yeah,
and then the second game they were up, like they won by like 30. But then there was one half of game three where they went up like 20 at half, and then he got hurt, and then he was like, "Yeah, man, we had the Thunder figured out. We would have won that series." And then they got swept. I always just think about that. How he had the
yeah,
audacity to think that or say that.
yeah. No chance that they would have beat the
No,
Thunder at all.
no, no. I thought that was funny. Can we talk
But
about the
yeah,
Pelicans?
yeah, we can go for it.
Dude, they are so bad. They don't even look like an NBA team. It's bad. They played the Thunder on Sunday. Mind you, this is the Thunder without J Dub, Chet, Dort, and I think some other players that aren't playing. They're missing like five guys, and they still won by 30. The Pelicans
Yeah,
are so bad. Like Jordan Poole on that team is so funny. If you ever want to watch just peak comedy in basketball, just pull up a Pelicans game and start watching him play. Just chuck up threes and him play defense in air quotes.
yeah. Well, they just have a bunch of guys, really, right? Like you
Yeah,
have Zion, Trey Murphy, Poole, um, Herb Jones is there, Jose Alvarado. Yeah, I don't think that team really has identity, and also their coach is it still Willie Green?
yeah.
Okay,
It's just like the
cool.
fact that they don't they don't have a real defense. Their offense is so bad, and they're 0-6, I think. Zion's hurt now, and they don't have their first round pick. Like that could very easily just become the number one overall pick. Like they just gave the Hawks the number one overall pick for Derek Queen, who might be a good
Yeah,
player, but it's just like, why would you do this?
yeah. I also think it's the fact that they gave the number one pick in a draft class that's going to
Loaded.
be really, really good, like loaded,
Yeah, yeah,
especially like the top 5, 6 picks. Like it's pretty top heavy. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's so fun. Yeah, dude. They are going to be a disaster without Zion. So I'm excited to watch that.
Do you think if they're continue just to be bad, is there any possibility they look at trading Zion? Because he does have value.
Does he though? I think
Yeah,
he's kind of similar to Ja, where he's just I feel like they should have a lot more trade value, but they just don't.
I think in comparison to Ja, Zion definitely has more trade value because Zion's not saying the shit that Ja says.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
so he has more trade value. I don't know how much, maybe a couple first round picks. I mean, if you look at the recent trades that have happened, Desmond Bain was traded for what, 4 first round
Four.
picks? So what's
Yeah,
Zion getting?
I don't know.
Zion could easily get 4.
Yeah, but what team is trading him four picks?
I don't know, the Charlotte Hornets. I'm just
That
throwing
would
names
be
out there at this
horrible.
point.
LaMelo and Zion be kind of funny.
It'd be kind of funny. Would I watch it? No.
No, I
All
would
right.
never watch it.
We've been talking about the Pelicans for way too long.
Yeah. Let's talk about a good team. You got any teams you want to talk about?
I mean, I think the best team in the NBA right now is, we know who it is.
The
Um,
Thunder?
yeah,
Yeah, man, they're just a machine right now. They got guys out. It doesn't matter. They're playing hard. Just plug and play. Aaron Wiggins is a beast. He's been going off. Shea has to play, only plays 3/4 a game now, kind of like last year. Um, but also the Lakers. Have you seen much of like the Lakers games?
Yeah, I have. Austin Reeves is doing really well this year. You could
They've been playing
argue.
well. Yeah.
I think you could easily say he's on the best contract in the NBA because I think it's like
Mhm.
4 years, 50-some million or something like that.
It's his, I think it's
Yeah,
his last year or something, right? Because they were talking
I
about
th-
how he can get a max.
yeah, I think he might have a player option in his last year of his contract. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, he's been balling out.
Yeah.
Also, really like
Um, yeah.
76ers.
Yeah, they're good. They're killing the Bulls right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Bulls are fun. I don't know if you've seen any Bulls games.
Hell yeah, dude. Matas, I
Giddy's
told you, I
fun.
love Matas is fun to watch. Just
Yeah,
that
so is
team in
Giddy.
general. Yeah, don't you think they play a little like the Pacers almost?
Yeah, just
Like
really fast.
very fast. Giddy's like he's not Tyrese, but he's like the distributor of the team. Just a
Hmm.
bunch of people making plays, running the floor. Yeah.
I think I was watching him play the Knicks when they won. I think that was also on Halloween night. That I think it was Mike Breen because he's like one of the Knicks commentators. He was talking about how they play a lot like the Pacers, where just a fast paced team getting up shots. Their defense is like meh, but they make up for it by pace of play and stuff. So, but no, they've been fun. Hopefully they don't spiral back into being the Bulls.
Yeah. Also really enjoy watching the Spurs with Wemby.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like they have way too many guards on their team though. Like De'Aaron Fox really doesn't fit into this equation, I feel like.
yeah. And Dylan Harper just got hurt though.
Oh, really?
He's out for a couple weeks. I think he had a knee injury or something like that.
Yeah, but when he comes back healthy, do you see maybe the Spurs making any moves to trade one of these guards away? Because you got to think about it. They have Castle, they have Harper, they have Fox.
See,
You
the thing
can't.
is though, they didn't play like even last year. Wemby had his blood clot thing, um, and then Fox this year's got hurt. So I don't think they've played together yet. So you barely know what they really look like together. So we'll have to see. I really want to see what like. I think there's a way because Harper looks really good. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate he got hurt. He looks like a stud already. So I guess we'll have to see.
yeah. Harper looks really good, and then Castle's a really good two-way guard. So
Yeah.
it's like, do you put Harper to the bench to start Fox? Obviously, you trade for Fox and you give him that contract. You want to see how well he does with Wembanyama.
They probably
But
didn't
yeah,
anticipate getting Harper. Like they probably didn't think, oh, we're the Spurs. We'll get more lottery luck.
could you imagine though if they got Cooper Flag? Oh my
That would have been
god,
horrible. That would have been horrible.
I would have loved it. What are you talking about? Wemby and Flag, they would have been running the NBA for a while.
Yeah, dude, no one wants that.
I guess since we're talking about rookies, I know we talked about this last week, but any other rookies that have impressed you over the course of the last week?
Young Hansen having a Twitter impressed
Mm.
me. I hope it's him because I've been
Did he
loving
did
his
he
tweets.
did he post his stats or something and say
He
like
like
I'm trying my
he
best?
replied to one. Yeah, he replied to someone saying how we might have got ahead of ourselves, and it showed him having like 2 points and like a rebound, and then he's like, "I only play like 5 minutes a game."
Yeah, I want to quickly talk about this. So obviously, Chauncey Billups, the Trailblazers are kind of in this situation right now with poker,
Mm.
gambling, etc. If you look at every mock draft from last year, Hanson Yang was supposed to go in the second round in every mock draft that I looked at,
Mm-hmm.
but he went in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just go in the first round. He kind of went like I think he was like the 15th pick
He was
or
middle.
16th.
Yeah, he was in the
So
middle
like
of
the middle, not towards the end, the middle. I don't know. Chauncey might have had some money into this. He might have.
he might have owed maybe Young Hansen is part of the Chinese gang. and he
Ooh,
owed them money.
potentially.
Something to look at. Something to look at, Pablo. Pablo Torre.
And Cash Patel.
Cash Patel.
That dude's eyes are just
Uh,
fucking freaky, dude. Just the way he looks is just
Dude, don't be talking shit about our boy.
Kashyap.
See
It's
you in Valhalla.
I hate Indians who have like Indian names but they go by something different. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck is his name, dude? He used to be the governor of
Oh. Louisiana.
yeah, what was his name?
Wasn't it Jimmy?
No, wasn't it Piyush? It was Piyush. What was his name, man?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look this up now.
Like a governor.
Louisiana Indian governor Bobby Jindal. Is that
What
who
was
you're
his
talking about?
real? Yeah, what was his real name though? It wasn't Bobby.
It is Piyush. Yeah.
It was Piyush, right? Piyush
Mm-hmm.
Jindal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, nah, I don't like that. Give me Bobby.
I can't believe this guy was born in Baton Rouge.
That's like you saying, yeah, my name's Naveen, but call me Jake.
I do that.
Oh yeah, is
Like
that your?
CJ.
Oh
Jay,
yeah. It's like me saying, yeah, my name's Kush, but I go by Arthur. Like,
yeah. It's my old roommate's name from college.
hell yeah, hell yeah! Shout out to Arthur.
Shout out Arthur. But yeah, anything else in the NBA you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's play a quick game, man. Overrated, underrated. I'm gonna name some players. I want you to tell me if they're overrated or underrated. All right, give me your honest opinion. Player number
Okay.
one, Miles Turner.
I'm gonna say for his contract, I'm gonna say overrated, and just like him being the second star of the Bucks, definitely overrated.
Okay, cool. That ends the game. That's all I wanted to hear.
Tell me why, man.
I,
Why do you think that?
dude,
I know you think that.
I hate Miles Turner so much, man. I don't know if you saw his comments about what he said
Mm-hmm.
about Tyrese.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Did.
just that, but everything that he's kind of said throughout him signing with the Bucks, the preseason. I mean, there's this quote that I have pulled up in the preseason when he signed with the Bucks. This is literally what he said: "I'm embracing change, embracing this cool part of my career. I'm heading into my prime." These are Miles' stats right now: 9.8 points a game, 6.2 rebounds a game, 9 points, 6 rebounds
How
with
many
the
blocks?
Bucks. I don't know, one or two. Congratulations. With Halliburton, he was averaging 16 to 17 points a game, but yet he's in his prime. So, congratulations, Miles. I'm happy you're in the prime of your career right now. All the best with the Bucks. I'm looking at your stats right now. To me, you're Brooke Lopez 2.0.
Ooh, not a bad.
One more
career.
thing. One more thing. When you make a significant amount of money in the NBA, like Naveen, let's say you're an NBA player and you've made well over $100 million, right? Which Miles Turner has, and he only took $2 to $3 million more per year. I think over the span of 3 to 4 years, so $13 to $15 million more that he took with the Bucks than the Pacers. Does that money matter that much to you? Like, what matters more, that $13 to $15 million more, or your legacy as a player?
Couldn't tell you, man.
Like
Yeah.
I think when you make over $100 million, I think at that point it's less about the money and it's more about how you want to be remembered. And
I
with
would agree, but it's hard. It's easy for us to say that, though. You know,
I
you never
agree.
know what an NBA player thinks, especially when it's like there's a point where like I don't even know. I'm not trying to justify anything, but like I'm just saying like I don't know. It's hard for me to even comprehend that much money, I guess.
What's he spending his money on? Legos? Like what? Oh man, I can't afford this next Lego set unless I sign with the Bucks, bro. I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know, but
No,
like you've
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. He like had his own section in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, right? Where it was what was it called, like Miles, like
uh
Blockhouse or some shit,
block
something like that.
block yeah, yeah.
Block Corner, whatever. He had some shit called and that was named after him, and all that's just gone.
In
Like
2.5 months.
yeah, and like I was talking to Jimmy about this actually because he called me earlier, and he was like, "Have you heard about all this Miles Turner stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like if he would have like, even if he just like played the way he played, what,
Jimmy
what?
talking about sports.
I know, dude. It was crazy. It was wild.
That's funny.
Um, but no, even if he like played mid for like the next 10 years, but with the Pacers, he would have got his jersey retired with the Pacers. Like he would have been like an all-time great Pacer, I would think, just for being like a
With
one-team guy.
with how his career was going here, with him playing with Tyrese, with him being here long term, he would have gone down as a top five pacer of all time. Like it'd be Reggie, and then I don't know.
No,
You
I
could
definitely agree. Like
like he'd be up
he would probably
there.
lead the franchise in blocks. He probably
He
already
already
does, right?
does. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he would just further cement that. But
yeah.
I don't know. Shout out to Miles,
Y-
man. Maybe they'll be the fifth seed and then lose in the first round.
Did you see they booed him?
Yeah, and he got all butthurt about it.
Yeah, his quote after the game, saying how he put 10 years in here, which he did, and like, he did a lot here, but all of that was kind of just washed away
Hmm.
because of him. It's not just him signing with the Bucks, but it's also his comments and what he said over the course of the last two to
It
three
just
months.
it just reminds me so much. I mean, wait to like a smaller scale, just because Miles Turner's not
Yeah,
as good
Paul
as this
George.
guy. As no, I was gonna say Kevin Durant leaving OKC.
That's a wild
Just
comparison.
no. I'm just saying like the way you're talking about this is just how I remember feeling after KD left. But obviously, like 100 times more mad because KD's in
Yeah,
a whole different galaxy than Turner.
yeah. I vividly remember Katie coming back to OKC and him and Russ were like
Oh
going
yeah,
at
they were
it,
butting
like the
heads.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're butting heads. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that. Great
yeah,
times in the
dude.
NBA.
Great times, great times.
All right,
Anything else you
cool.
want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to play one more quick game. I wrote it
Hmm.
down. I don't know if you're going to have time to think of any players on the fly, but I was just going to say maybe our Mount Rushmore of NBA athletes that you thought were going to be a big star in the NBA, but it just didn't work out.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I just think a lot of Thunder guys when you ask this question. But
Really?
you have an answer? Yeah, you got one? I mean,
Yeah,
there's the
I mean,
obvious ones like Greg Oden, Brandon Roy, those guys.
yeah. So I always thought Jabari Parker was going to be like the guy
Yep, yep.
because
I agree.
I followed Jabari Parker in high school because I'm pretty sure he came out of the same high school as Derrick Rose in Chicago, and then
No.
went to Duke.
Hmm.
Great year at Duke, and then number two pick went to Milwaukee, but just never worked out for him. So I had Jabari Parker. Another person that I had was Emmanuel Mudiay.
Yeah, I remember him.
Bro, I thought he's
He's
going to
good.
be a beast. I thought he's going to be a beast in the NBA. Dennis Smith Jr., I think, is another name.
I liked Michael Beasley. Like just the way people like all these players talk about him, how like they like have the utmost respect for him. How it'd just be like one of the greatest shooters, like ISO players of all time, but he just wasn't good in the NBA.
Yeah, Cam Reddish, I think, would be another one.
Cam Reddish, yeah, I think he's in like Europe somewhere now
Yeah,
or
yeah, but no,
China.
if you've seen clips of other NBA players talking about him, like there's a clip of Anthony Edwards. He was asked who the toughest player he had to guard was, and his answer was Cam Reddish.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just never worked out for him in the NBA.
And I was just looking at Mo Wagner. I remember him
Uh,
playing at Michigan, and I thought he was just gonna be a beast, just like this big white guy that could just light it up.
yeah, his brother's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's wrap up NBA, man. We've been talking about this for a while.
Mhm.
Let's maybe transition into talking about the NFL a little bit. So, NFL Week 9,
Ten,
was it?
nine.
9
Yeah.
or 10, just wrapped up. We also had the trade deadline today. Lots of trades happened. The big one for us being the Colts acquiring Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets for 2 first round picks. So, Naveen, I'll kind of let you get started just on takeaways from the NFL over the course of the last week.
Do you want to talk about the games or do you want to talk about the deadline first?
Let's talk about the deadline.
Okay. Oh, you tell me your takes about the sauce then.
I was shocked. One of my friends texted me while I was at work in a meeting, and all he said was "Holy shit!" So I didn't understand what was happening, and then he didn't say anything else for 15 minutes. So I'm just sitting in this meeting trying to figure out what's happening, and then I
It's kind
saw
of
on
like how you
Twitter.
texted me. You texted me saying Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say anything else after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, then I saw on Twitter that we traded away uh, AD Mitchell, which
Deuces.
I'm okay with that. Um, and 2 first round picks, which it's a lot in my opinion.
It
For
seems like a lot.
it seems like a lot. I think it seems like a lot because it's very uncharacteristic of Chris Ballard to trade away picks. Like there's that saying with Ballard that he loves his picks, and so
Hmm.
trading 2 first round picks away doesn't seem like a move that he would typically make.
Yeah. I agree. Like, I just keep thinking, compare. I feel like I shouldn't do this, but I keep comparing it to, like, the Micah Parsons trade. And it's just, like, Sauce Gardner being 2 picks, Micah Parsons being 2 first round picks. But then it's like a lockdown corner, right? Like, I get it. You need a lockdown corner. But I also thought he hasn't been good for the last couple, like last year or something. But I don't know. I don't want. We don't watch enough Jets to know.
Yeah, I do think if you look at the Colts secondary, though, I think it's the best in the league. You have
Hmm.
Sauce Gardner, Ward, Kenny Moore, Jalen Jones, Nick Cross, and Cam Bynum. So that's like,
Yeah.
I mean, your top 3 corners have all been Pro Bowlers at some point in their career. I think Cam
Hmm.
Bynum's been a Pro Bowler as well. And then Nick Cross has been balling out this year. So like your secondary, when healthy, is really really good.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, that's a really exciting trade. Nonetheless.
I think this
Might be
also
a
speaks.
slight overpay, but
Yeah,
who
but I
cares?
also think it speaks volumes in terms of the future for the Colts. Like when you trade away 2 first round picks, it tells me that you have your answer at quarterback for the foreseeable future. Like Daniel
Yeah.
Jones is going to get re-signed here. I think it's crazy that after 9 games, they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to give away 2 first round picks. We believe in Daniel Jones. Um,
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. They've been playing
there,
amazing.
there
They
is
had
no
a little,
reason not to.
they had a blip this weekend, blimp.
They did. They
But
did. Yeah, we'll
but no,
see.
it's exciting. I'm excited to see like how he fits into the team. I guess just like how versatile that defense is going to become now.
Well, I also think it's not necessarily from a fit standpoint, but he goes from being on a losing team and having a losing
Yeah.
mentality to like the Jets were 1-7, the Colts are seven
Yeah.
and two, so it's like we're here to win. Like you got to play well.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
But yeah,
but yeah, they the Jets traded Sauce Gardner for 2 picks. Obviously, I feel like Adonai Mitchell, like when he came out, I feel like everyone was excited for him, like Colts fans, because he looked pretty good at Texas, and I honestly thought he would be good with the Colts. Maybe he just obviously he had that horrible game this year, but like I don't know, I just he never had a chance. I feel like to really even be a
yeah,
part of the offense.
yeah. Well, I mean, after the incident, I don't. It's kind of hard to.
Oh, I mean even before that, because he was a rookie last year, right?
Yeah, he was a rookie last year, but after he dropped that ball, I don't know how you can like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
That play just screams Jets player to me though. Like, yeah, that's what the Jets would do. That's the type of player they want on their team.
Yeah. So the the Jets traded away him, They also traded away Quinion, I think is how you say his name, Williams,
Yeah,
for another
Williams to
first round
the.
pick.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Jerry's like comments. I
Yeah,
think Monday Night Football where he's
he
like,
was
"Ah,
trying
we
to
got to trade.
foreshadow it forever.
Hey, watch this tomorrow. We got a trade coming for y'all." And then they trade
Yeah.
for Logan Wilson, which I mean, honestly, they got two pretty good defensive players.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Whatever, man.
Jerry
Whatever.
Jerry will do anything to stay relevant in the headlines.
Yeah,
Just
that's
put it
fair.
that way.
That's completely
Re-
fair.
Regardless of how good or bad the Cowboys are, as long as they're in the headlines, that's all he cares about.
I think my favorite move of the day was Rashid Shaheed going to the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, great move. I loved it.
He's so fast, so good. I feel like he adds another element to that. I mean, Sam Darnold's been dealing this year. And just having that like deep threat, I feel like they didn't really have before.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just going to
I
be
agree.
really fun to watch.
I agree with you because they have JSN, Cooper Cup. I mean, he had that injury last or 2 weeks ago. He was out this past
Yeah.
week, but he just hasn't really looked like what Cooper Cup,
Mm.
was before. I mean, obviously he's aged, but I feel like Rashid Shaheed definitely gives him a deep ball threat that they didn't have before.
Yeah. So I think that was like my favorite move of the day, just to see like how much better that offense becomes because they were already really good. Anything
Yeah.
else from the deadline?
I think those were like the biggest ones. I don't think there were any other like major moves. I thought Brees Hall would potentially get traded. I don't know if you
He
saw
was just
him tweet
crying all
out.
day. He was just
Yeah,
crying all day.
his tweets were as a Brees Hall fantasy owner. I was kind of hoping he'd get traded, but it's all good.
There was
Brees.
speaking of Brees Hall, there was a guy. Um, he's a Thunder fan that's also a Chiefs fan, so he tweets about both of them. And he was tweeting about how he wanted the Chiefs to go get Brees Hall. Um, and he was like, I think he's tweeted whatever the Chiefs GM. He traded a third round pick for Kadarius Toney, but won't trade a third round pick for Brees Hall. And then Brees Hall liked that tweet, which was really
That's
funny.
hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if I thought Brees Hall would be the perfect fit for the Chiefs, considering the
Yeah.
Chiefs don't really have a running back at all. Pacheco,
I'm
Kareem Hunt.
surprised. Yeah, they didn't. He didn't get traded. I'm kind of surprised. I know Kamara said he didn't want to be traded, but I don't really know why he'd want to finish out. I don't know. I just thought he would want to have a chance at winning a Super Bowl.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
All right. Cool. Do we want to touch base on the games from past week?
yeah, let's do it. Should we
Cool.
talk?
Which one do you
Go
want
ahead.
to talk about first? All right. Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't know.
say. I was gonna say. I think the most exciting game for me was the Bengals and Bears
Bears.
game, especially those last 2-3 minutes.
Yep.
Very impressed with Joe Flacco, except that last play. 30-yard Hail Mary. That's all you could throw.
Yeah, that was tough to watch. That was tough to watch. I don't know how the dude threw for like 500 yards, but couldn't. So much yak, I guess. That game was crazy because that defensive touchdown. I thought they had another defensive touchdown, but they called it back. And then you're like, okay, whatever, this game's over. And then somehow the Bengals scored, and then they recovered the onside kick. Like, just the turn of events in that game was just insane.
Yeah, and then Colston Loveland with that touchdown at the end. I was watching that game live, and I'm like, there's three
How?
defenders. There's three defenders within him, and
Yeah.
they all missed. They all missed him.
None of them wanted to tackle.
Oh man, what a heartbreaking loss
It was
for
actually
Bengals.
such a sad loss. And their defense is just going to get worse. They didn't make.
Yeah,
They didn't really address it. They didn't trade Trey Hendrickson. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Should we talk anything else on this game you want to talk about?
no,
Let's talk about your favorite team, your second favorite team, the Green Bay Packers and their offense.
oh my
Best offense in
It's,
the league.
can I just say I hate Wisconsin sports in general. Like I don't like the
Hmm.
Bucks, and I honestly don't like the Packers at all because they have so much potential as a team, but it's just so frustrating to watch every week because I feel like it's just the same shit over and over. Like that first week when they beat, I think it was the Lions, everyone was like
Yeah.
Super Bowl
Yep.
favorites, right? Like this Packers team looks legit. Traded for Parsons, like Super Bowl run. Like this is the year. And then you lose to the Panthers at home.
You lose to
I
the
don't know.
Panthers, you lose to the Browns, and you tie against the Cowboys. Can't be serious. Can't be a serious team.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's just
That
it's
that game just made no sense. Like Rico Dowdle was just running it down their throats, and Jordan Love probably. I don't know if you saw that play where he. It was fourth down. It was fourth and goal. He bought like 11 seconds of time, and he threw the worst pass I've ever seen. Like he threw it, and on like the frame, the only thing you could see was a Panthers defender. There was no Green Bay like receiver nearby at all.
bro, he has no dog. He's just
Yeah, I
he
agree.
has
We had this
he
take
has no
before.
dog. He has no dog in him. He's just always very cool and calm and I
And
don't know.
everyone keeps talking about how he's 27 and how every other Packers quarterback has won the Super Bowl when they're 27. But I just don't see it. I don't see it with this team. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, I don't see it. And then also this wide receiver by committee that they have. It's just this is more from a fantasy perspective and me having Matthew Golden that I
Yeah.
drafted because I was told how amazing he was this offseason and how he's going to be the Packers' number one wide receiver. And then you
Yeah.
don't do anything with him except
No.
jet sweeps. Anyway,
Jet sweeps. Okay. Should we talk about your Colts?
yeah, heartbreaking loss. I don't know what to say. Their D
It
line
wasn't
played
that
really
bad.
well. I mean, it was pretty
Not
bad.
that
Their
big of a
D line,
loss. Who cares?
it wasn't. I mean, I expected us to win that game. Their D line was pretty much dominating the entire game. TJ Watt had a really good game, and then their other defensive end, I forget, I think it's Highsmith. He played really well
Hmm.
as played really well too. So they just dominated the game. I feel like defensively, I think we had a couple turnovers. Daniel Jones had what, two
Three
fumbles, I
picks.
believe. And yeah, yeah. What?
He had 3 picks.
Yeah, three pick. What? Two fumbles too, right?
Hmm.
One or two fumbles. Anyway, but yeah, it was a bad loss. But look, you need to lose every
Not
now
the
and
end of
then
the
to
world.
yeah, I mean, you got to get humbled at some point. So I'm okay with this loss. We'll bounce back, bro. We got sauce,
Yeah.
bro.
Got sauce. And we just mistimed the Mike Tomlin game. I thought it was for sure last week after they I forgot who they played, but they lost 2 weeks ago pretty badly. To the Packers actually. They lost to the Packers and I thought it was gonna be last week. Or no shit. They lost last week to the Packers. Whoever. They
Yeah.
lost they lost to the Bengals. That's right. Lost to the Bengals. And then we thought, oh, classic Mike Tomlin bounce back against the Packers. No, it was just this week against the Colts. This
Yep.
week was the real like week of just like any NFL team winning because you had that game. Um, obviously we had Bills Chiefs. That was a fun game. Bills looked
Yeah,
good.
Falcons, Patriots was a good game, kind of. Patriots won
Yeah,
that game, I
and then
believe.
missed their extra point to lose the game.
Yeah, Drake London dominated that game.
Yeah, he had like 3 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he looked really good.
He was insane.
Yeah, he's playing that Puka Nakua role in that offense with Zach Robinson as their OC.
Another guy who
Hey,
had 3 touchdowns. Huh.
no, I was just gonna say ball knowledge, bro.
Ah, ball knowledge. I was gonna say Brock Bowers. Welcome back.
Oh, dude, for sure, dominant performance.
Single-handedly won me our fantasy matchup. in
Yeah,
our league.
right before that game, I sent someone in my league a Brock Bowers trade.
Mhm.
Declined it. I think it was like
Oh, yeah.
I lowballed the shit out of him too. It was like CeeDee Lamb. It was CeeDee Lamb and Hunter Henry for Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers.
Mm.
He said
Can you
no.
believe they were on the same team last year?
Yeah, I know, right? If you look at Devontae Adams' numbers, especially in fantasy, he's dominating, but he doesn't really. He just catches touchdowns. That's all he does.
Yeah. He doesn't. That's all they need, man. They
Like
just run
Puka
the
will
ball. Puka
Puka
just
will
gets
get the
all shit in
yards.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puka will get all the yards, and then when they're in the red zone, everything just goes to Devontae.
Yeah. Jaden.
Tough, man.
That was so sad to watch.
That's tough. Part of me was like, why is he in the game?
Yeah. He shouldn't have
don't
been
know.
in the game. They were down 31.
Yeah, he should not have been in the game, but it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
It was a really bad injury.
Hope
I don't know
he,
if you saw. I don't know if you saw the actual video of it, but like his entire, I think it was his left,
Yeah. Elbow.
like elbow. Yeah,
Yeah.
just completely like fractured. Yeah.
Apparently, it won't be like it could be not that bad. Like you would think he would just be out for like a whole year, but apparently there's optimism that he might be back earlier than that.
I don't know.
Crazy.
We'll see. I think he has other injuries as well. Like I know his knee's banged up. I think his knee was actually banged up twice because he missed, I think, a couple of games already. So I don't know. I look at that division and that conference they're in. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense for him to come back.
Yeah, no,
If
he has no reason to come back, but
he
hopefully
doesn't,
start just pulling out wins somehow.
yeah. All right, cool. What else? I don't really remember any of the games, if I'm being honest with you. I literally watched. Can I just say something? I just go through my fantasy team that I had to start this week?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, CJ Stroud as my quarterback,
Okay.
Calvin Austin as my wide receiver, Matthew Golden as my other receiver, Darnell Mooney as my other receiver. My two running backs this week, Kareem Hunt and Chuba Hubbard. Starting tight end was Theo Johnson. This is pretty much my entire team's injured. I mean, I don't know what to say. And then flex was good. CeeDee Lamb was my flex. So, yeah.
Fun. I bet that was fun to watch.
As soon as CJ Stroud went down with that injury, I'm like, all right, well, cool. My week is done.
Week's over.
Yeah. Fantasy's been pretty rough this year. I think what sucks is like I drafted the same players, which is like a rookie mistake in all of my leagues, and so
Yeah, I
they're
did the
all
same.
just injured. I want to root for Malik Neighbors. That's like one of my favorite players, so I'm gonna draft him.
Yeah. I drafted in one of my leagues I drafted like 4 running backs and 3 of them were hurt. I have Quinshon Judkins got hurt.
Yeah.
Bucky Irving's been hurt forever, and Omarion Hampton's been hurt forever. These 3 guys are just. What are you supposed to do after that?
Is this our league?
No, it's a different league.
I was
But
gonna
I
say
have Hampton in that league too.
you're one in our league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm 8-1 in our league.
Yeah, I think I'm like. I think I'm
4-5.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Anyway, all right. Anything else NFL wise?
No, not really.
Cool.
It was a good week of football though.
It was a good week of football.
Compared to last
And
week, which sucked.
Oh, dude, last week was terrible. Yeah, good week of football. Trade deadlines were entertaining today as well. NBA season in full effect. I think the only other thing was shout out to the Dodgers. Congratulations on winning a World Series again, back to back. And then my biggest takeaway was I did not know Shohei Ohtani could speak English that well. So if you're his translator, might want to update your resume and your LinkedIn because Shohei might not need you anymore. So, yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers are just gonna have like 6 Japanese guys that are really good forever. So
Oh, I guess that's true.
yeah, shout out to them.
And then outside of that, just happy birthday, Shah Rukh Khan. Turned 60. So happy birthday,
It's only 60.
SRK. Only? What are you talking about, bro?
I don't know. I know he's been around forever, but I just thought he was just older than that. I thought he was like 65 by now, or like 70.
No,
Not 70, but like 65.
70? No,
Not
he's
70. I was
60.
gonna say like 65.
He looks like he's 35 or 40.
Yeah, yeah. I wanna while we're at it, I wanna give a quick shout out to our the boy Dylan Rayola.
Hmm.
Tough game on Saturday. That environment. I don't know if you saw any of that game. That game was looked electric. It was a blackout. Nebraska versus USC. We were rolling, man. We were up 14-6. Um, I was watching at my friend's engagement party just on my phone. I felt like a douchebag while everyone was like listening to speeches and shit. I was here just looking at my phone. Um, but we were playing so well. Like everything looked great. Our offense held them to, or our defense held them to 21 points, and they're like the number one scoring defense or scoring offense in the league, college football. Um, we were about to go up 21-6 at half, but Dylan Rayola broke his fibula on a hip drop tackle, and then it just wasn't ever the same. It was unfortunate. We lost our chance at going to having the chance of playing for a college football playoff, which really sucks, but
Yeah,
that sucked.
tough, man. Hey, get well soon, Dylan. We'll see you next year.
Yeah. Next year, we'll run it back, baby. The only good thing is that came out of that blackout. There's a bunch of people, bunch of kids that are recruiting or that are committing to Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, you have some clarity, right? Rules signed that
Yeah.
contract extension. Rail is going to stay. So, yeah, Nebraska
Mhm.
will definitely be a threat in the Big Ten for next year
Yeah.
in college football in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about?
No, I think we're good, man. We're almost at an hour anyway. Appreciate everyone joining in for pod number. What is this, 6 now?
Six.
Yeah,
Hell
crazy. Six pods in. Appreciate everyone joining in. Make
What's
sure you
next?
like, subscribe. 7,
Ooh.
6, 7. I don't even know what that means, bro. But I see the
I don't either.
TikToks.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
6, 7. All right, hey yo, appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that. Have a good day. Take it easy. Appreciate you guys. Deuces.
See you, everyone.